Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Minecraft. Well, what else could it be? Myself and my associates in the Fail Brigade are embarking on something large and grandiose that may, well, it'll last a while. My intention is to keep it running for the old Fail Brigade members for as long as possible. Well, and myself, obviously, because I tell you, Minecraft, it's an odd beast because sometimes all you want to do is just smash blocks and then and stick them back in a slightly different order. If you stick around, I'll explain what the heck's going on as we gaze out. Hello, sociopath. As we gaze out over what is certain to be a glorious sunset. So I've backed away from where I was a moment ago because this is the kind of the entrance to the first town, and it's all about towns. The world that we're building, every town is going to be loosely themed, I think is probably the best way to describe it. And I'm heading from the spawn zone in the south out towards where we've set our first town of Lavenderville. You'll know why it's called Lavenderville in a moment. It should be blatantly obvious why we've called this place Lavenderville, because it's in the middle of a lavender field. Anyway, here we are, Lavenderville. And the server has been up for, about 18 hours at this point. And as you can see, everybody's got well and truly stuck in. And they're all building using the same building motifs. And that's very much the point. Every town we do, people are free to go somewhat wild on their constructions, tending towards something naturalistic looking. But we're limiting the materials that can be used in order to give each town its own personality. For some reason, we've got a cow field. I don't know why we've got a pasture in the middle of town. Please leave 2 alive. There, you're very good. That it wouldn't have been my first choice necessarily, but hey, it's all fine. The other rule that we've got kind of going on is that each building should have a purpose, and that rather than the traditional, hello Navy, of everybody goes and builds their house and then replicates all the tools that everybody else has. So everybody's got furnaces, everybody's got workbenches, everybody's got this and that and the other. No, each building should have its own special purpose. This is the tavern, which when I was here earlier it was still under construction, but it seems to be done now. That's quite splendid. It's a little Spartan maybe, but who knows? When it's packed out of an evening, it could be a rare old time to be had by all, maybe. Yeah, and because everybody's off just kind of building random bits and pieces at the moment, this is the motel, which is run by Gecko, and people have kind of booked in, including myself. So some people live there, have decided this is now their home, so they've put welcome mats out for themselves. But there you go, this is my establishment, and someone set me up with an orange duvet, which is jolly decent of them. Don't think I don't notice these things. It's all splendid. What have I been doing? Well, I'm very glad you asked, because the hook of this series is that each of the towns that are built are going to be connected by railroads. Not the traditional Minecraft, minecart, I should say, that you may be familiar with. Let's go in through the warehouse. But no, instead we've got the immersive railroading mod installed, and we're going to connect the whole thing up. And this is the first station, so it's still a work in progress. The shell has been built, and this gravel section here is where the track's going to be. Obviously, we're going to want to raise the platforms up, but I want to get a feel for the size of the locomotives first before I stick that in. It's all good, and then we'll have a glorious viaduct heading out in that direction towards the next town, and we'll have one that heads out through this terracotta mountain we've got here towards whatever's that way. Don't know yet. It's great, and I'm having to learn how to use the mod because I've got absolutely no idea. So I'm trying to barrel through who knows however many tutorials to try and figure out how to get things going, but I'll get there. Only this area here is where I was digging when you arrived, and the purpose behind this is going to be the depot workshop buildatorium for all things rail related. So we'll have trains being created, rails being built, all of that stuff in a shed here. If we go away from the front, fortunately it's still winter, so there's ice out, and I can ski across here. So the arch that I've got going over the station building, I'm doing the similar shape arch, but I've only built half of it so far because I don't know how big this depot is going to need to be. Made it a little bit lower down, you see, so they're matching buildings. And into here, somewhere along the side, I'll build kind of a dispatcher's office or something along those lines. I'm going to build a station entrance out there. The good thing is, that slave labour is readily available. I built the first arch to kind of set the shape of the beast, and then willing volunteers went, would you like us to help? And I went, well, I was about to clock off, but yeah, I mean, I want another 5 of that. Hang on, that bit's not gone right. Unless I looked at it wrong. Yeah, you got an extra lump in there. That shouldn't be there. Come on, people, attention to detail. Ah, flipping it, I'm going to have to scaffold my way up. Here we go. Right. Yeah, now, I mean, other people are using all kinds of highfalutin and complicated modded tools, but I'm using pretty much nothing but vanilla because I have an idiotic insistence on knowing how stuff works rather than just going, oh, thank you for this magic hammer. What does it do? Everything. Does it? No, I try and figure out how I can make another one in case the magic hammer breaks. Oh, that was my last shovel. Okay, well, I'm going to need at least one more of those. Anyway, this is very much the introduction to what will be routine visits to the world of I don't know. I'll come up with a suitable name for it that hopefully doesn't include the word fail, because all of my custom names invariably end up using the word fail in some fashion or another. And at some point, you're just going to have to admit, you know what? That's a bit creatively bankrupt, isn't it? And you kind of go, well, maybe a little bit. And you go, well, I'll put a bit more effort. And I go, well, I'll probably will do at some point. So, that's my inner dialogue for you. I mean, enjoy it. Yeah, so we'll be back on a regular basis with some updates for how things are going. And obviously, if you want to take part, then join me in the Fail Brigade. Membership begins. Yeah, this is one big advert. What's your problem? Membership begins at just $1. Just $1 per month. And then you can come in and dig stuff with a shovel. And you can do that as much as you like. Everyone used dirt as scaffold. It's just the best way to do it. You need to get somewhere to build some stuff. Bit of dirt. It's all over the place. There's plenty of it. Just dirt. Go for it. The mods we're using are all condensed into one pack. If you've dabbled with a bit of Minecraft in the past and you kind of go, oh, I've never really got stuck in with mods, you will need the Java version. I've got all these instructions. I don't know why I'm telling you. Anyway, if you want to join Fail Brigade, you should. You can go to the join button here on the YouTubes. Press that, and it will cost you $5 a month. You'll get a shiny badge. Digital, obviously. I'm not giving you anything real. And things, lots of things. People will whoop in your general direction if you time it correctly. And you'll get to come and join the Discord as well, which is where all the fun stuff happens. There's about 500 people on the Discord now, and they're all yappering away about interesting stuff pretty much all day long. So if you are fortunate enough to work in a work from home or office-based environment where you could subtly have Discord up and in the background, where you can talk about video games and cars and sport and health and what else have we got going on at the moment? And promoting people's own video channels and all of that kind of stuff, as well as getting stuck into the myriad different fun adventures, then Fail Brigade is where you want to join. Hit the join button here. I'm still going. At this rate, the advert's going to be longer than the rest of the video. Let's see if I can do that. Let's not. I think the joke is probably going to start wearing thin about 5 minutes ago. Or you can head over to patreon.com/kernelfailure. From $1 a month. What are you waiting for? What's your problem? And what else are you going to spend it on? Something stupid, I wouldn't doubt. I mean, spend it on this instead. It's still stupid, but, you get some justification for ripping Minecraft out again. Or if you're one of those people who've never played it and go, oh, I don't like the way it looks. How can you not like the way it looks? Look at it. Look, it's pretty. I haven't even got any of the prettificating modifications turned on. This is just default pretty, and there is a certain elegance to building things out squares. Yes, there is. Anyway, clear off. I'll talk to you soon. I'll be Colonel Failure. Thanks very much for watching. Cheerio. Now, when I woke up this morning, I didn't think to myself, well, you know what? You know what I really fancy doing today? I fancy recording a Fail Brigade advert. No, that wasn't the plan in the slightest. I thought, I'll do a bit on the new Minecraft server that we've got set up because I'm really keen on where it could potentially go. Now, I know that some of you out there will go, oh, Minecraft. Yes. Now, the thing with Minecraft is, in my personal opinion, it is the most important game that has ever been made. Big words there, Tiger. Yes, because you've got an entire generation of children who have been taught how to move around in a 3D space as a result of this one product. And adults as well, but fundamentally children. You are in the Western world, certainly. You're almost unable to escape some young Herbert who hasn't learned how to move around in either Minecraft or, to a lesser extent, I would imagine, Roblox. People are going, what about Fortnite though? What about Fortnite though? Fortnite was probably the gateway drug for several players out there, but they'll have all played Minecraft beforehand. I bet you bottom dollar, and because that's how they're able to move around in a 3D space. Regardless, putting that aside, Minecraft is what you make of it. It's got adventures in there for you if that's your thing, but fundamentally, you got an imagination. Off you go. There's the world. Go and do something with it. Fling a couple of mods at it, and we're off and cooking all of a sudden. You can go and do a myriad of phenomenal things. So my intention is build out all these little towns using an army of the willing, and then link them all up by trains and run a comprehensive train service complete with dispatchers and freight and passengers and all kinds of stuff. Different jobs associated with different towns. I think it could be quite interesting. I do genuinely think it could be quite interesting. Anyway, we're going to persevere with it. I don't get as much time as I'd like to go and chip in, and I do already. The server's been running less than a week, and I've got people going, can we build another town, please? And I'm going, I need to record what we've done, because otherwise, we go from, and here we are in this dirt patch, and now it's the Disney castle between one episode and the next, which is not exactly what I was after, but it happens in every game. It happens every time I play a multiplayer game. Is I kind of go like, great, I've got a couple of hours, let's get stuck in here. I come back the following day and it's finished. And you go, but yeah, no, it's and I don't want to go like and turn the server off until I'm ready to magnanimously make another appearance. No, I'm quite happy for people to crack on. As long as the narrative thread of what's going on in there is it is able to be maintained, and it doesn't feel like we're skipping forward by huge chunks every single time. Anyway, whatever. If you do fancy coming and joining in, I gave you all the information you needed during the video. My apologies. I don't advertise very often. But when I do, I try and do it in a way that is insidious and sinister, because that's marketing. All the details you need down in the links if you do fancy this kind of behaviour. The reason for promoting this kind of behaviour at all is I'm a niche kind of a channel, right? Niche kind of a channel, and I'd love to do a lot more than I do at the moment, and all too often I find myself rushed because I have a day job that I have to fulfil. I'm trying to develop my own game at the same time, which is nearly done, nearly ready to let people in. It's going to baffle the heck out of you, but this all good. And I'm trying to do a lot with a finite amount of time, and the more people I can coerce, cajole, berate into backing the channel, the more likely it is I can kind of go, see that there day job, I'm walking, I'm going off, and I'm exploring the wide blue yonder of those concoctions that I have within that noggin of mine. This one, as it happens. So if you do fancy contributing, even in the smallest possible way, it's very, very gratefully received. And you too may turn up in the backer of the day section at some point. Probably, as long as I don't overlap too often. There we go. Anyway, I don't do this very often either. I'm going to tell you what's coming up this week. Yeah, which the reason I don't do this very often is because the whole point of me making a YouTube channel rather than a Twitch channel was so that the videos can live in posterity. You see, so that they can live on. So I try not to do things that are too timely in their narrative. But this time I'm going to, because I'm doing something new and interesting and what have you. I'm going to tackle maybe 2 or 3 new games this week. I haven't locked down exactly which ones, which is helpful. But no, new stuff coming this week. A couple of simulators, we'll give them a go. Probably quite a lot of one and done action, although I have got my BDI on a potential 1 week series, if it's good, multi-week series, for next week. There you go. Yeah, just thought I'd let you know. This was recorded, incidentally, on August the 2nd, 2021. If you're watching this in 2023, it's meaningless. You'll have to go and look for where it lies in the history of videos and go, oh, those were the ones he was talking about. Oh, I see, everybody hated them. Okay, good. On the subject of which, resist the temptation to put a thumbs down for the reasons of this is not the series that I like, yeah, or this is Minecraft. If you dislike it because it's an advertorial, I'll allow it. Equally, if you're one of the regular haters, you're probably not watching this bit anyway. Oh, my thing just went ding dong. Never mind. If you're one of the regular haters, you're probably not here anyway, and you rock up at the start of every video and you just kind of go, whoa, thumbs down, because I exist. And you're going to go, well, I don't know what I've done to offend you, but well done. Well done. I hope you feel validated in yourselves there, because it's brilliant. But no, that's okay. You can thumbs down if you like. I don't care. It does give me an indication of, ooh, not so keen on that. But if the views go, whoo, and you all go, I'll go like, well, the views are the ones that pay the ads. So I'll probably keep doing it then. Right, okay, good. I'm just talking now. This isn't even it's not even an outro with a purpose particularly. I just having a bit of a chat, and giving us a short video makes it look like it's a normal length video. I didn't intend to do that either. I didn't intend to do a lot of things today, but I have done some things that I did intend to do, and others that I didn't, and that's pretty typical of a pretty typical day. Right, I'm going. I'll be back with something competitive, yeah, and narrating. Probably soon enough. No, we'll see how we get on tomorrow, shall we? Yeah, let's see how we get on tomorrow. Sorry, the sun's in my eyes. That's why I'm giving you the narrow eye. There is that I've got. That, it's not even the sun. It's grey skies outside. I'm just getting daylight kind of bombarding me in the face, and while that does present quite a nice bit of lighting, which means I don't have to turn all of my various doohickeys on, it does mean that I kind of go, "You all right? It's marvellous." I think you've had enough, haven't you?